Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for a dynamic effort bench press day. But a quick reminder for those of you who watch these videos, please remember to click like down below, be greatly appreciated. And you guys can see that sleeve on my left arm, that's definitely a lat pull. I thought it was tricep. I thought it was tricep for some reason. And there was no bruising for about 36 hours. And then when I woke up early this morning, my whole lat was bruised along the edge of the armpit, and then it started slowly rolling down my arm. So there was nothing on the arm until, about 4 hours into that. And it's pretty much stayed consistent there. That's normal for me. Let's talk about the speed benching, then we'll go into that. I increased the band tension even further, went up in the band tension. And so accordingly, I only did 6 triples. Right, and it took me the first set or two to really get into it. Then the speed picked up, pretty happy with it. I'm doing all close grip. So the thing is, definitely no tricep injury because the triceps didn't hurt during any of this. Right, nothing hurt. Floor press, I could feel the lat a little bit because I'm laying on it. But we went for a floor press, volume PR over last time. Went up to 200, got my 5 sets of 10 on the closed grip floor press. Everything's good. This is what I'm going to stick with for a bit. Feel like this is going to give me really what I want in terms of, shoulder health for a bit, increasing my bench because I get so close to the chest. I don't stick off the chest, and really my lat slingshot me out of the bottom of the bench. But again, it's their size that does it, not contraction. So the lat. Let's talk about the lat a little bit. It's not the first time this has happened to me on a deadlift. And I need to remind people freak out when they see that. They're like, oh my God, that looks like major. Keeping in mind, I'm missing some clotting factors. I don't talk about that a lot. I bleed really, really easy. And so when I pull muscles, you guys have seen me all black before like that when I've pulled muscles in the past over the years. It's not the first time it's happened since I've been on YouTube. Definitely not in my life. That's normal for me. Like my hamstring, you guys remember a few years back, my hamstring looked like that. My whole leg turned black, the entire thing. And then I deadlifted 550 a week later. That's just what happens. Any muscle pull that I get, I will have a 1 foot long bruise. A big muscle like the lat, oh yeah. And it's not really that uncomfortable. It's not really hurting me. I did try to mess with a little bit of light rows, and I'm like, okay, now that hurts a little. I need to leave it alone. But upright rows, lateral raises, triceps, nothing. No discomfort. Perfectly fine. So, as long as we don't raise our arms overhead, that's the thing I noticed too. Like it doesn't like that. So, people were saying, hey, how did that happen? I don't feel that it's necessarily overuse, although the pull-ups may have contributed. Because I didn't get any pain going in, right? I didn't have any real warning signs, so that's usually overuse. I think in this case, my lats in that area, not the lower lat, right? Because that area is massive. That upper lat, right where it inserts, probably not fully strong enough to support that deep deficit deadlift I did, because that pulls the lats harder. Think about the angles involved. So once it heals, I'm going to come in and start doing more rowing. Rowing volume needs to go up, not pull-ups. Not pull-ups that build my lower lats and all that. I need to just row. And we'll rotate rows so that we avoid overuse. I'll probably use 2 to 3 different types of rows every week. And I didn't have that problem before when I pulled 625 off of a deficit. Back when I was at my strongest, I didn't have those problems, but look how much rowing volume I was doing. Look how much rowing volume I was doing. A lot. All right, we PR'd these upright rows, right? Went up a little bit, went up a little bit, and they felt fine. They felt good delt pump. Didn't get as much bicep pump because I didn't row first. Sure seems to matter. Definitely delt pump, no pain. No pain at all. So we're in a good spot there. But I'm happy with these. They're coming along. I'm getting stronger at the upright rows. And I'm getting smoother at them. I'm actually a little stricter as I've gotten stronger. So we know that my shoulder girdle, upper back, and all that's coming up, and we need to build all that. And we need to build all that up. So, coming along nicely. And my arms are growing too, finally. You know, when you guys consider my overall size, my arms aren't doing bad at this point. And they'll keep growing, especially with all the tricep specialization. And I think that the hammer curls will help a little bit too. And I need those for the grip, especially once I add the rowing volume, and I think the hammer curls will help keep my grip and forearms on point. If I really want to build the back more, I will drop the fat bar work for the most part again. I liked it for a little bit, but my grip is on point. So just kind of supersetted these last couple exercises with all the band press downs to get everything done faster. So laterals, and I haven't done these in a little while. I stepped the weight up and actually got 5x12 even after getting the upright rows first. And I think we've got a pretty complete shoulder development routine right there. 5 sets of upright rows, 5 sets of lateral raises. And considering I do upper body twice a week, that's a ton of delt work. And those are 2 of the best overall delt builders. They build all 3 heads. They build the upper traps, right? One's a multi-joint movement, one's a single joint. All right. And the bands, I kind of went with what I did last time with these. Most of the sets I got 25, like 1 or 2 sets I only could squeeze about 23, and it started getting close, like maybe it felt like a rep from failure. Because I'm kind of resting, pausing them almost a little at the end just to squeeze out the reps I want. But it's bands. We recover easy. Again, it's almost a restorative exercise for the elbows. So these are really what I need to be doing more of. Much as I liked those JM presses, and I'll probably work them back in. And I probably need to. I was trying to assess. I wasn't going to do them today. I was trying to assess, was it going to be, is my tricep injured, or is it just the lat? And it makes sense that there's no tricep. I shouldn't be pulling a tricep on a deadlift. And I've pulled a lat before up near that upper origin. So it makes sense. And the triceps had no problems. All right, triceps had no problems during the workout. But I'll probably work the JM presses back in next time. I'll work them in next time. Maybe. Or a smaller dumbbell movement and then do 5 sets of these. But I did 10 sets of these today to make sure I get all that tricep volume, because my triceps and my delts are really what's going to make or break me at this point, I think. It's really what's going to make or break me as a closed grip bencher, and my bench is climbing. Bench is climbing. All right. So we just need to heal that lat up. Now the upside with the lat pull is I can work around it. We'll see how speed pulls go tomorrow, but I think on max effort day, I'll just do a good morning instead of a deadlift. Right? We'll do a good morning instead of a deadlift. Then we won't work the lats the same. We won't work the lats the same. But the name of the day here really is going to be delts and triceps. Delts and triceps. Of course, as I get near the end of these, I started supersetting hammer curls. I just did 3 sets. I did the upright rows, and of course I did like 5 sets of hammer curls the other day. 3 is probably good for now. I don't need to go super hard on them, especially if I do them twice a week for now. Once I'm rowing again, I think just doing hammer curls once a week should be fine. Because keeping in mind, if I've up the rowing volume a lot, I'm still doing these upright rows as a shoulder movement. And then if I'm doing some sort of row all 4 days to continue to build that lat up, I think my forearms and biceps are going to get a lot of stimulus. We don't necessarily need to do the hammer curls twice a week at that point. This week, I think I need to, because the upright rows are all I got today. Because again, no rowing. So, I used the same weight on those. Just used the 52s as last time. I might have squeezed an extra rep in there somewhere over 10. But I just did 3 sets of 10 on them. Again, that still gives me 8 sets of hammer curls for the week, plus all the other pulling I did. All right, all the other pulling I did. I think we're in a good place there. You know, again, build the forearms, build the biceps, brachialis. It helps with grip. All right, it helps with grip. But the triceps are definitely getting thicker, as we can see at all these angles. Which makes sense. My closed grip bench is PRing every week now. My variations of it. We're coming back up. I could be within a month. I could be at a channel PR for any bench. since I've been back on YouTube. Actually, possibly the strongest bench since in my 20s. Right? Coming back along. I mean, that 345 was real clean this week. Pause with a close grip. And I'm just going to close grip. You guys know that. Again, just need the lat to heal. And I need to watch some stuff with it. Make sure and I didn't sleep as much the night before. There's a lot of things I could attribute to it. I was actually quite busy on Monday night, and I probably only got 5 hours of sleep instead of my normal 9 to 10. All right? Could have been a dehydration factor potentially. A lot of things that could have contributed to that. But what I know is I need to get that area stronger to prevent that from happening again. Especially with Worlds coming and going for that deadlift record. Right? Have to. So I only did 3 sets of the hammer curls, which meant the last couple sets, the band press downs, I needed to just do without a superset. So I just finished up there. And of course, I managed to get a little more reps on the last set. I think because of that, because there's no supersetting involved at that point. But again, arm development's coming along. Of course, you guys see my quads and stuff there. Quads are always on point. You know, we're getting thicker, and then we'll have to diet down a little bit and then cut water going into Worlds. But I'm happy about the overall strength. Happy about strength. Just got to watch for things like those sort of injuries coming up. Work around it. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.